one of my 3 costumes, and this is going to be for my crazy voodoo witch seer character. Keep in mind, not this much skin is going to be showing. I'm going to have the black, well, it will, but it'll be covered in creepy paint. All up the arms, like I've shown you, all on the neck, and then the creepy face. And what I've done here is, this is actually a full dress, and it came up as like a tank top. It's from a cosplay, and I've basically just folded down the strap parts into it from here down. So I've pulled it around. Sorry, you're going to see my underwear. I'm wearing very modest underwear for this. And I've tied it here. So that's coming all the way around, if that makes sense. I've just folded it in and then pulled it around the back and tied it. And basically what that means is it's out of the way, and I threw a corset on over the top. Hopefully you can see this is one of my favorite corsets. It's a leather corset that I use for a lot of things, and it's actually on backwards. The lace-up should be on the back, but I wanted a little more raw feel for her, and I'm using this corset for one of the other costumes, so I wanted it to look a little different. So when I looked up Voodoo and Witch Doctor, a lot of animal print came up, and the problem with this as a dress is it was everything. It was just so much. So I've just made it into the skirt, and then I've got that. I'm going to be barefoot because I'm staying in a small area. I've got my little summoning circle and all that sort of stuff. And then what I did is I've got a strapless bra, and this is actually just a bit of spare fabric. On this side, I'll come in. On this side, it's quite shiny and nice, and this is quite not. So I've just kind of wrapped it around, and I've actually tucked it fully into my bra there, so it's not going to move. I'm not going to have any problems with things popping out. So that's basically it. And then what I'll do is I'll put my hair down, and I actually naturally have very crazy curly hair. This has been straightened about 3 times to get it to look like this, but I get crazy good volume. So what I'll do is something like that, more and more. So it'll get really big and then a little creepy. So I just get this like sort of feel. So hopefully you'll get to see. I'll do a bit of video with the full kit with all the makeup for you so you can see how it looks. I've only used things from my closet because I'm an NPC. This character is only going to be around for a couple hours, and it's not worth it for me to really build something from scratch. So this is costume 1 of 3, and here come the rest. Okay, so this is outfit number 2. This is just generic Townswoman NPC. I'll think of a name for this one actually, because I will. I don't know. I'll figure that out. So I actually got this dress off of Etsy about 1.5 to 2 years ago under vintage. I'm putting air quotes because it's from like the 90s, I think, when all the knots and that sort of thing were really popular. So it's just a dark blue dress, and it actually goes all the way down. I seriously think I spent $20 on this dress, and I've used it heaps because my old warband had blue and my new warband has blue, but they're more Renaissance, the newer one, so I can't really get away with this as much, but I can still cover that, and then the dress itself works. So having something like this in your closet is perfect. This is even better because the North are very inspired by, I know I've said it so many times, but that kind of Scandinavian Viking sort of feel. And so the knots really say Viking to me. So I've got that, and then I've got my trusty leather corset, and on this one I do have it this side on the front, which is how it's meant to be worn, and the lace up on the back. What I will do as well is I've got good old LARP boots. So I've actually had a few questions about LARP boots on my Instagram, and I just get all mine secondhand at an op shop or thrift shop or whatever you want to call them, secondhand store. I always, pro tip, small heel. Do not go get a massive heel. The problem will be you are going to be climbing mountains and running across fields and going in forests and stuff. You already have enough opportunities to trip and hurt yourself. Don't add a heel into that. Some people can do it really well. I can't. Flat. The other thing that I definitely do is I walk around when it's really rainy in them to see how much they soak up. And these are actually quite waterproof. I do go through shoes pretty regularly though. I think I've gone through, this will be my 4th pair of LARP boots. I always try to go with black or dark brown and try to have them come up to about knee length. There are companies that do specifically LARP shoes and boots, and one day I hope to own some of those, and I'm sure they're amazing, but right now my budget's gone other places. So there you have it. You'll see these as part of this kit and probably my 3rd one. Now with my 3rd kit, I was planning my main battle sort of character to be a battle mage and be doing a lot of spell fighting and that sort of thing. Well, the only spells they have in this system you have to earn by killing people or other things. There's a whole bunch. I won't bore you with details because it won't apply to you. But you can get these ribbons as NPCs, and they give you basically power-ups. And you can get these commands like fear and that sort of stuff. So instead of going battle mage, because the system's just not allowing it too much, I know they wanted to put it in, but have kind of run out of time, and I'm not wanting to make things hard for the people organizing it. Rule number 1 of NPC is help out the organizers. They're volunteers most times. They're not making a lot of money. They're doing it for passion and love and to give other people a great experience. So as any sort of volunteer or NPC, I feel it's kind of your goal, or it should be, to make their lives easier. You're there as a support in real life support role. And then rule number 2, of course, is make sure you're giving the best interactions possible and not worrying about your game, but their game. Because this is all about the players and making sure their experience is the best possible. So, sorry that little blurb in there. But yeah, so I've had to change that 3rd character, and I honestly have no idea what I'm going to do for the character. So I'm going to take this off, I'm going to pack it up, I'm going to go through heaps and heaps of stuff and try to piece something together, and then like movie magic, you'll get to see me in it. Okay, so this is my 3rd and final character. I wanted someone to be really badass on field, and I wanted to be hard to kill. There are a few things that I need to add, which I will do on the day, and I'll try and get some photos and film for you. I will have gloves, which I'm picking up. I've bought some black leather gloves secondhand, very affordably. I've got my elf ears because I'm meant to be Elven. I will learn how to stick those on tonight, soon. These are just set on to see how it looks. I've got the helmet, which in our game gives me 2 hit points. I've got chainmail, and it goes so far down you can't even see it. It goes down to my knees. And then I have really cool bracers. Yeah, they cover my knees too. So I'm feeling actually pretty awesome. I love the feeling of the chain and the weight of it and the way it sounds and the way it wheels. I might have to get some of my own. It did make me very boxy, and you couldn't really tell I was female, so I've put my hair down and I've added just this little mini corset, and I actually think it works pretty well. And yeah, so I might look up a few tutorials as well, maybe do some makeup to make me look a little more elven. But overall, this is my 3rd character, to be named. And yeah, so I've got my weapon of choice, gonna do lots of damage, and gonna have a lot of fun. So hopefully these characters work, and I'm looking forward to telling you more about them during the LARP and after the LARP. So more than just kit, how they play, how people interacted with them, and some highlights. So stay tuned for that. Thank you so much for watching, and until next time, happy LARPing!